What up, guys? We are here at the press line for Deadly. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Got powder you up? Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Is my face all sweaty?
You good? You good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Here,
Yeah.
throw it on my back.
Yeah, put that on the ground. Yes.
We are here at the press line for Deadly Class. Right now, we are waiting. What? We're a little crowded over here. We are waiting for the cast to come in so that we can interview them. So, of course, like yesterday's Justice League live video, this is going to be slow. There's going to be a lot of waiting in between, which is why I brought Daniel and Jez are with me. What up?
I am so excited to be here. Really, honestly, Deadly Class. I don't know when Deadly Class is so amazing. I love it. And guys, it's a big thing, especially for me, because I was publicly the only cast member, I think, on hashtag that was shitting on this show.
Do you regret your decision?
I completely regret it. After everyone made me actually watch it, forget about it. I was wrong.
We kind of like made him really feel bad about it.
Good. Well deserved.
God,
What do you think about it now?
Okay, it's a great show. Honestly, oh my God,
Oh my God, they're here. They're inside. Oh my God, it's
This
Petra.
because
Petra's
it's
here.
like-
Petra's here, guys.
This is like the
They're right there.
oh my God, that's right.
Deadly Class.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Comics
Here.
After Dark.
We got
for being
Willie.
able to show us.
We got.
Oh.
Shout out to
Jared Hodges says hi.
Oh, cool. Hi. How's it going?
once again, shout out to Comics After Dark. Thank you for giving me this, so this way we can actually show people that's what's going on.
Is Sawa, my bae Sawa, right there?
It's based off a comic that's really good. The show, thank God. You know, the Russo brothers, I gotta say, they do have love for comic books, so much so, because the show that they've been able to create and translate into video or into film, it's beautiful.
It's really cool.
It's beautiful. I was saying...
Who's your favorite
know-
character?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's your favorite character?
Who's my favorite
Yeah.
character? You know, no, it's not Marcus. I think, I love, but I also get frustrated with Maria's character.
Ooh, I
because
love
I
Maria's
love her character, but her craziness. It's just like,
Yes.
girl, why are you doing that?
I feel like I connect
don't
with her the most.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
connect with her the most.
But she definitely. It's like there's many moments where I'm like, Maria, please don't do that.
No.
That is a little on the crazy side. But her
Yeah,
like,
please.
her like basically villain persona is like the most visual.
Yeah.
Right?
true. That's true.
Right?
Yes.
Not everyone else has like a. Except I think the cheerleading Nazi girl, she kind of has a visual.
I hate that girl.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
Well, that's the great thing about it, though. She plays it so well.
Luckily,
does.
she's not here.
Oh, true. She plays it so well. You were saying something earlier. I remember when you talked about, like, we were noticing themes, things that they're kind of playing off.
Yes. So I've been noticing that they kind of like pay an homage to certain movies. Like towards the end, we saw
Yes.
that Kill Bill sequence
Yeah.
with the two girls, and then we got the
What
Breakfast
happened
Club.
the
That one
Vegas
was.
one? The Vegas one was something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The Breakfast Club with the detention episode. I mean, that was, come on.
And then
Jared Hodges says that his favorite character is Willie and Bill.
Willie is gonna
and
be here
Billy.
today.
They're both gonna be here.
I think you're gonna have them together. No, not
No,
together.
I don't think I get them together.
But you do get Willie, so that's something. Congratulations, Jared. You're going to actually get to see it.
Willie is
And
really
Kelly-
tall. He's taller than
Really?
you.
Yeah.
And he has a size 17
Size
17
17
shoe.
shoe?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that Luke Tenney?
yes,
Yeah.
please, sir.
Come on.
The one thing I love most about the show, being a punk rocker, is that like
you know who you are. You have to tell
I'm
me
at
who
the
you
Hey,
are.
I'm
your
MTR.
favorite
Your
character
MTR
died.
from what?
My favorite character didn't die, but I like
No, your
my
MTR.
jaw like
your
hit the
MTR
floor.
from what? You have to tell people.
I'm MTR from Friends with the Hashtag show. I don't need to promote.
Okay, fine. Comics After Dark, guys. You were saying?
No, but seriously, like what I love most about the show was the punk rock was actually accurate.
Yeah.
It's been heavily exaggerated with probably every movie you've seen, from like Green Room all the way to SLC Punk to Sid and Nancy. It's never been accurate. This is the first time. It's like little tiny club show with only 30 people, but for some odd reason the adolescents are rocking harder than ever, and they're like, no, don't leave. You got to stay with us to party with us. Like that's the way it is in the punk rock scene. It's so tiny that you really only have like.
If you don't
Five,
know, Matt is a
three.
punk rocker.
I am a punk rocker. I play in a band, and I'm not gonna plug the band. Don't make me do it, Daniel.
Plug the band.
No.
Plug the band.
Plug the band.
Plug the band.
Come on, man.
Hillview. There.
Hillview.
So,
Hillview.
So, anyways, but that was the great thing, was like when you actually saw them, and all the music was politically correct. In '87 and '88, that was The Cure that was playing all that.
Yeah.
That was The Descendants. That was Circle Jerks, Adolescence, Agent Orange, whatever the band was.
Are we talking about
they
comic books or are we talking about music here? What's going on here?
Well, that's the great
We're
thing.
talking about a TV show?
That's the great thing about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Rick Remender
I
is
agree
an
with
old
you.
school punk rocker.
Yeah.
So he made sure that it was dead on. That's why you have Henry Rollins, the like third or fourth singer of
Yeah,
Black Flag.
yep.
He's fucking there, man. So that's what I love most about it was like it knowing like all the music, even to the point where that you saw Public Enemy shirts, like
yeah,
everything
that's right.
accurate, dead on. So it's not like where you're watching Guardians of the Galaxy and you're like, yeah, I guess he got a
I guess he's
he
a little
got
punk.
tape.
You know, he's
sure,
a little punk. I don't
Sure,
know.
he got some tape. He was in his 60s, but this was just like right in the perfect vein of that. And not only that, but you got a little synthy,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
so-
obviously from the 80s.
Yeah.
But that's been trending since Stranger
That
Things.
is
So
awesome.
I just want to say that's probably like my absolute favorite part of the show.
That's cute.
And that ending, dude, jaw fucking dropped.
But you knew it was gonna happen.
No, I didn't. I'm not
But-
that far into the comic,
Yeah,
man.
but this,
Yeah.
what this confirms that they're gonna stick close to the comic. It's a little, it's a little different, but if they do stick close to the comic, I'm gonna be a little disappointed next season.
Well, that's it.
Oh,
I agree with you, but that's the other thing too, is that like when I interviewed Remender at Comic-Con, I go, dude, you know, Walking Dead had to actually release 2 comics in a month to try to get far past the TV show because it was quickly catching
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I go, what happens when that happens to you? Because right now, if you look at the comic book and the TV series, 10 episodes conquered 2 graphic novels. They conquered 10
no.
issues. So I was like, what happens when he catches up? Because, dude, when that's my problem, I will gladly accept it. I'm like, all right, so.
You know, this is
Yeah,
this
they're
is
not
how I
that
say-
far into the comic,
No.
dude. They're not far. They're like 3 or 4 years in, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
So let's say that they do like, I'm totally fine with them keeping the characters the same, but the storylines be a little different. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm totally fine with that. Like if it's not exactly true to the comic, I'm totally fine. But longevity, the stories have to
Oh,
make
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
The stories have to make sense.
Well, the great thing is if they do stick with this 10 episode seasons,
Yes.
at least we'll have time to kind of build. And if you guys don't know the comics, you know, this is high school. There is a freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. So if you catch
if
my
they
vibe, you
run
know
by
where
that, yeah.
what'll happen, you know, when we get to year 4 or 5.
We've only seen 1 year, right?
Yeah, this is technically 1
I
year.
thought really we were only going to see 1 semester. I was like,
Yeah.
hopefully, can we only get
Stretch
like
it out?
Yeah, dude. Like give it, but honestly, the time span that they're running on right now works well because if not trying to stretch, we would have fallen apart. Oh,
All right, you
they're
guys,
coming
I
out here.
love you.
Yes.
Honestly, that hashtag show has been awesome, amazing, and very, very gracious to me. So I love you guys. I love
You
seeing
got something
guys
brown on your nose.
Oh, sorry, my bad. It's not from Jezzer's butt though. I'll tell you that much. You're welcome, Joe. No, I'm joking. All right, you guys, love y'all.
Oh my goodness, they're there.
Oh my God.
I
They're
just want to
so.
know.
Explain to everyone watching how press lines work and what to expect.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh. Well, I'll take lead.
Yeah.
So, pretty much, what's going to happen is we've got this whole line of cameras of different like reporting outlets waiting to interview them, and the cast gets split up. We also have round table interviews, which is basically just audio, and we have to. They're coming in now. Okay.
Oh my
They're
God.
gonna do photos first, though.
Okay,
They
that
do
tall guy with the
photos
glasses is
oh.
no, the tall.
first.
It's Miles.
Miles. Yeah.
Yes, they said he has very low energy.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll try and get him pumped up.
Pumped up.
I'll try and get him
Are you
pumped up.
guys excited? We're here at WonderCon. It's so
They're right there taking their photos.
But so once again, they pretty much have it set up where the way it works is they'll come in and they have
So
they have a
let's
separation.
imagine Daniel is on the show.
Okay.
Kelly is talking to him.
Just like this, and it would be an interview. You guys have kind of seen it already. Kelly uses her amazing ability of being able to break down a show and really get into the mind of the celebrity. Kelly speaks to the celebrity. Celebrity says things like, "Oh yeah, you know how tough it was for blah blah blah, yada yada, etc."
Yada, yada, yada.
Because they do a lot of work, and well, it's pretty much a very short interview.
Do you remember Liam's last name?
Oh no.
I'm blanking on Liam's last name.
I just called him by the first name. To
That's
be
okay.
honest.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah, I did.
feel like we need to be professionals here. But yeah, so we're gonna wait for them to take photos, and they'll split them up among the roundtable audio interviews and then the camera interviews. And then we do have a lot of waiting because there's not enough interviews as there are outlets.
Yeah.
So some people will have to wait for interviews to finish, and
So it's pretty cool because it's like, once they do photo first, then they do what they call digital, which is us, and they do their short little interviews, like stop, talk, and then they move on to the next person. They have a little bit of time to do so, and then, like you said, they go right to the table interviews, which are round tables. So 2 or 3 people may sit down. As far as talent, they'll sit down at a table with probably 6 or 7 different outlets. Sometimes you'll try to fill the table with all of your own outlet at that table, and then they just answer your questions. It's like
Do you
fire
like
off.
press lines or do you like tables?
You know what? I love press lines because the thing is, I love the one-on-one. I love to be able to speak to someone and really get that info out of them
Yeah.
because you're sometimes able to hit them with one really good question
definitely.
that they will remember as they're going around, and they're like, yeah, somebody else asked me. And if you did a good enough job, they'll mention your outlet on someone else's when they talk about how good it is. So if you hit them with a good one, they're like, I don't know, somebody else, what was that? That hashtag show or something, they mentioned they had the same question, but they asked blah, blah, and they'll answer it again. And it's like, the thing is, they got the best answer from us first. And that's what I love about press lines.
You know what? I know you were saying that you don't really like press lines too much.
Well, no, I was saying when we were talking about like the group interviews versus press lines, I do prefer the group interviews.
Yes, I like the press lines. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I feel because sometimes I want to ask all of them the same question.
Yeah.
And I feel repetitive when I keep asking each interviewer like the same one. But so it's easier like if it's a group and I can ask one question and everyone can like answer their answer and then we move on to another question. So that's why I like it.
That's true. I mean, I get it, but once again, the thing is, when you get that press line moment, you get to pull. And when you pull from them, they go insane over it. Like, damn, okay.
Everyone's getting pretty excited over here because the cast is coming in, and we're gonna
Benjamin was trying to mess up Maria's photo
ops, and I love it. It's like
He's jumping in on it.
It is kind of great to see the level of camaraderie.
it is really
and
cool.
how they enjoy it.
Maria is really awesome. She's so cool. I love
Wait,
her.
I heard during another interview, you got a peck on your cheek.
She went in for a hug because I was shaking everybody else's hand, and I was like, oh, I'm surprised. All right, cool.
So Jether's still beaming from it. You got a peck
I
on
don't know
your
what to
cheek,
do.
apparently.
I don't know.
Mitten.
All right.
She is pretty.
I wanted to ask Kelly, when it comes to the show, what is the most impactful moment that like stands out to you when it comes to the show? Is it a thing?
The show specifically?
Is it a moment? Is it a scene?
I like the Vegas
What?
episode. That was my favorite.
I think that it's not a specific scene. It's definitely the fact that this show paid particular attention to like classic movies and the way it paired like the songs of this time with each scene, like that stuck with me. So when I think of the show, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, that's the one that had that powerful scene like that looked like The Breakfast Club, and that powerful scene that looked like Kill Bill, and they had that awesome soundtrack that like hit it on every single action scene.
So for you, is it more of a whole thing of being able to address style and substance and not sacrificing either of the two, but bringing them together?
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
I definitely love like when the production of a show is on point. I love visuals and I love imagery in a show.
You know
like when something means something else.
Exactly.
Like when it has,
Yeah, really, that's it?
That's good. And one thing I also like is like natural chemistry. And that's what they have. This cast has natural chemistry.
Yeah.
Like you don't sense any form of like animosity towards each other except what they're scripted to do. You know.
Look at them. They're over there playing with each other. Like,
Yeah, look at this guy. He's
like,
just
if
a
you guys
fun-looking guy.
pan over real quick, you can check them out again. If they're taking their photos, they are laughing, they're bubbling. Look, they're messing with each other during the photo shoot. Like,
Pulling up his shirt.
they have like
pulling
love.
up his shirt.
They have love for each other, and you see it like beam through. It's just it's something that
He doesn't
you
have
don't
his
always
mohawk
get.
this time.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that Petra was
Her,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, she's pretty actually.
And
yeah.
it is something that, trust me, I think this show means a lot to a lot of people for a
What
lot
are
of
you
reasons.
doing?
And
Why are you
he's gonna go over
disconnecting?
there and pull from them.
Leaving
it's
us?
like that's what makes it
Why are you
great.
leaving us, man? No, mommy, no. No, don't do it. What are you doing, bro?
You gotta just step in. Step in.
Look at it. There. Oh, look.
There they are,
oh,
taking their
oh,
photos. What up? Shout out to the guys. Oh!
Did we get it?
Yeah, we got it.
Nice, nice.
Aww. Marco's stepping on my turtle. No. See you.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
The turtle is dead. You stepped on him.
You know what it is?
Look at this turtle, though.
I'm hurt.
What we are seeing.
But you know what?
I bought him today. He's really cute. I couldn't help it.
I like turtles.
I like
saw
turtles.
him. I saw
like
him. Oh, wait, the
turtles.
backup. Wait, the backup.
We gotta back up. Yeah.
I like turtles.
What are you gonna name him?
I don't know yet.
I say you name him Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. That
Yeah.
is a long name.
He looks like a Michelangelo, bro. I like pizza.
No, can we just call him? But you can call him.
All right, you're forgiven.
You know, I call him Mikey. You know?
Mikey.
Hey, Mikey.
I like it.
Mikey's
I like
cute
it.
nickname.
It's a cute one.
It is.
Wow. Night and day.
If you guys are just
I bet
tuning
you'll
in,
look
this
even
is
better
the
if you
press
color
line
your
for
hair
Deadly
blonde too,
Class.
Matt.
We are currently waiting for the
And then it
cast to be
breaks,
done with
and
their
then it
photos, and then we're gonna wait to interview them. So there is a lot of waiting, but crossover.
Crossover.
just-
Comics
we're just-
After Dark. Oh yeah, baby.
That. Because when he did the acid, and then he was like hiding under the car, and he's the hills are coming.
So excited, guys. Kelly is just within a few minutes of meeting the cast of Deadly Class. It's gonna be really cool. Who are you pretty excited to see other than the Deadly Class?
Wait, instead of other than the Deadly Class?
Anybody.
In general?
In general.
This is my last interview.
This is your last interview of
Yeah.
the day, and then you're going home. You never coming back ever again.
Tomorrow we're doing a scavenger hunt.
Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, we're going drinking for your birthday tonight.
I might not be going out for your birthday.
Where are we
but I
going
wish you a
tonight?
very
I am going to Ruth's
Happy
Chris.
birthday. I'm so tired.
Ow! What the hell?
We're going to Unsung Brewery.
Unsung brewery.
That's why.
Brewery
Unsung Brewery.
for Matt's party at Unsung Brewery tonight.
Beers if you have a badge.
Yes.
Do it. And a
Do it.
raffle and a giveaway.
A raffle
giving
and,
away my
and a
Deadly
giveaway. Hey,
Class.
there's
But
Marcus
you're
right
also
there.
giving free
Look,
drinks
hey,
to Josh because
move
it's
it.
his
It's over
birthday
this guy.
today, right?
Yeah.
No, Josh doesn't drink beer.
Free
Oh,
drinks
okay,
for
fine.
Josh because it's his
He drinks
birthday. We are here. We're gonna party with Matt because he's throwing the only WonderCon party here. Okay, you could send birthday donations to fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com. We accept
Is that right now?
coffee.
Oh,
we
that's
accept
what's on YouTube?
cookies, chocolates.
I'm seeing the cast.
Yes, we accept toupees for Josh. And he's a 40-year-old man, so maybe some Metamucil. You know, Metamucil. Some Depends diapers, because within a few years he's gonna have some problems, and we gotta keep him prepared. So send the Depends, send the Metamucil, send the Viagra over to Josh@thathashtagshow.com.
What?
Is that what you want? What else you want? What else? What do you want? What do you want for your birthday? Honestly, come on. Okay, we'll get you a
PS4
toupee
would be good.
for your hair. Maybe get you like a long leather.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you a long leather trench coat jacket so you could look like Syfy from The Matrix.
I want a Syfy Sci-Fi.
Yes. So we need the glasses too. We need the whole thing, and then we're just gonna have you just pull. We're talking about what to get.
Oh, what do you get, Josh?
We're telling the fans what to get Josh for his birthday. I said toupee, Depends, Metamucil, Viagra, some. Yeah. Okay. The ginkgo. Wait, what do they call it? Ginkgo.
Who we got?
Ginkgo.
Waiting. They're walking. They're splitting up. I don't know.
Ginkgo blibloa.
They're bringing people over. I need to walk
Ginkgo
I don't
blibloa.
know.
It helps
I
you
don't
with your
know.
memory.
We'll find out.
Some
Here, get out of here. Get
vitamin
out of
C.
here. I want to look available. Get out of here. I'm ready for an interview.
Huh? Slide down.
Oh, sorry.
Ginkgo biloba.
Oh, I
and
need that though. Oh, I guess you could talk to the camera.
with ginkgo
Do whatever you
biloba, we need some Metamucil, but not, or maybe some fiber because you do have a lot of problems with
Are they still interviewing in pairs for us? Oh, okay.
with your diet. Yeah.
Billy, I know that would have been really cute.
Dietary thing. I have no idea
When
what
she
we're talking
walked in,
about.
I thought she said that was now just for the round tables. Okay,
Oh, he also
so she's doing
accepts
pairs.
weed. Weed is good.
Oh, she did?
Edibles,
Okay.
preferably chocolates, cookies.
Thank you.
He does enjoy
I was
he does enjoy the occasional brownie. It does knock him out, and his body does not. His body
really?
not the blackout brownie. But you guys could send that. What's your address? What's your address? To Burbank. You could send that to Burbank. You could also. Nerd Gazette. Nerd Gazette. Nerd Gazette.
Is that an XT3?
Oh, what's up? What's up? Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be so much fun.
Daniel,
Guys,
come
I guess
We've just got a lot of people hanging out in this crowd over here. What?
What's going on?
We're here with the guys from Nerd Gazette.
Oh, yes, I'm Justin. This is the assistant to the regional manager.
Assistant to the regional manager. Are you sure that's a real job? Is that a real job?
It's weird how now our feed has now become like the thing to do on the red carpet.
Yeah, Megadeth.
I think backflip.
It's all about beats, bears, and Battlestar Galactica. What is happening? What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on behind me.
Man, this is backflip you must.
Backflip you must. Raise the X-Wing you must.
Whoa, that's not a lightsaber. Dude, get off. Get off. Get off. Get off.
Let's go. Get out. Get out here, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel.
We got to unpopulate the area.
I know, we're looking too crowded.
Unpopulate
No
the
one's
area.
gonna
Like
come over
they're like,
here.
oh, there's too many people who you interview. Are they on the show too?
We're trying to entertain you guys, but we're also trying not to miss our interviews.
Yes. Don't miss them. Don't miss them.
Don't miss them. We can't miss them.
But it looks like you're getting the showrunner and Petra.
Yeah, it looks like they're coming down first. Are they starting them also at the round table? I can't tell.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I don't see anyone. I don't see Maria
Who?
or Benjamin, but I see
Someone's talking. Who are they talking to? I don't know.
I see Miles and I see
You're
Petra.
gonna get all of them.
And I see Luke.
You're gonna get all of them.
Oh, there they are. Oh, okay. No, I see them all. Miles.
Miles.
Orion Feldscott.
Miles and Taylor. Petra and the showrunner. Yeah.
Would have been great.
It would have been cute. It would have been cute, for sure.
And just singing like them. It's getting choppy.
Is it getting choppy? Sorry, guys.
choppy? Karate choppy?
Chop, chop.
Pork
Chop,
choppy?
Chop, chop.
Slap choppy?
Miles.
Miles. I got it now.
Miles.
Miles.
Miles. Yeah, I think that's the first ones we're going to get to, are Miles and Taylor.
Now his Rooster Teeth encounter with Miles is funny.
Yeah? Cool guy?
I didn't expect it.
Yo, are we still live? Are we live? Is anybody home? Are you guys in there? Is there anybody in the chat? Okay. Ryan,
Talking about?
Toku,
Chester, what are you talking
we're
about?
saying hi to the chat.
Oh, hi, chat.
Hey, chat, are you in there? I don't.
Are you in there?
Oh my God, who's coming up next?
Closer. So, wait.
Still wait.
So,
Did you
did I enjoy watching this? Yes, I did. I
Yeah.
enjoyed watching every second of it.
Yeah.
Great show. 10 out of 10.
Is it
Lots
choppy?
of action.
Is it choppy? Is it
Lots of
choppy?
gore.
Who's
Hello.
I am running on no food, no water, and I'm super dehydrated. But guess what? In a few minutes, I'm gonna get to meet Aubrey Plaza. It's gonna be amazing. Well, what?
Oh yeah, what are you doing next?
Oh, I am doing Chucky. Oh yeah, do it.
Hey, Spotty guy. Hey, Spotty guy. Do a flip. Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you got? Who's next? Who's next?
I don't know. I'm very confused. I feel like our interview's going to get really close. What?
What are you gonna ask him?
You know, when you whisper into the microphone, I still can't hear you.
I totally forgot. Hey, you guys want a little WonderCon ASMR?
We're close. They're behind me. We're very close. They're probably not even wearing headphones. They're probably not even wearing headphones. Marco's the only person wearing headphones. He's the one getting ASMR here.
Marco, can you hear this?
Hear me petting the microphone?
Nah.
I'm not associated with this guy. Get out of here. Just a waiting game. Just gotta wait and grab them as they walk by.
What did you? What did?
Oh, I didn't think that. Off the show. We don't want to dissociate.
What happens?
No, did you watch 90210?
No,
And neither did
I watched Riverdale though.
I. Was he?
That's it. Oh.
Yeah. What up? Come on over, guys. Wait, give me that.
They're like all their live streaming. They're like, nah, get it.
We just got denied
Not-
because of this
Not this
guy.
area. Not this
Oh
area.
my God! How dare you?
I asked the hypothetical season 2 question. I scared him away.
Oh no! How dare you? You ruined it for this side of the line. They're like, avoid everyone over there. We can't tell who's in what group.
How dare you?
Yep. Now we wait again. We wait again.
We wait. It's a
More
wait.
waiting.
It's a
It is
waiting
more
game.
waiting. It's more
It is
waiting.
a waiting game.
It is.
Yeah, Luke Perry. That's pretty
Luke,
sad.
yeah, I was very sad. He just like was an all-around awesome guy from all the stories I heard. He was
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Do you enjoy Riverdale?
I do. I enjoy
Yeah.
it a lot.
I have not caught up since.
Fans down here.
Yeah, I haven't caught up since the beginning of season 2. I just found out if Luke Perry survived,
Yeah.
and then after I found that out, I was like, beep.
Yeah.
It's just so much. There's so much teen stuff going on, and it reminds me too much of high school, and I don't really, I mean,
Yeah.
this is high school too.
Definitely classes.
But
It doesn't feel like it because
Yeah.
it's definitely what we went to. Names. They're getting some names. Just doing some work. He's on his phone. He's scanning, looking for stuff. What are you googling? You're googling some stuff. He's texting someone. He's texting Migdalia. He's texting Migdalia. What
looking
did you
for my
tell him?
car keys.
You lost your car
Because
keys?
my vodka bottle is in my car,
Oh.
and I need to get to it.
Oh.
So we could drink vodka, because I guess they got cranberry
Yeah.
and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else did she say? That's in the room, yeah. I think it's in the room. Pretty sure it's in the room. Ah, so hot.
Do.
What you been up to, man?
Just been walking around.
How's the drive from San Jose?
Oh no, I flew.
Oh, you
Ooh.
flew. Well, smart man.
Good. With your cape?
Yeah, I had a bird strike earlier.
Oh, he's
Boy, are
he's
my
the
arms
Nerdist man.
tired.
Yes.
They agrees great with her skin tone. You guys will see soon. It looks really great.
Yes. Hello, Matt. I know.
There's no one there. Never mind. It's
I am still in the live.
Woo! He stepped on his microphone.
Oh my God.
All these cameras be like, what?
How dare you? This is the most sacred
She's
thing.
gonna wrap him up right now. Watch.
This is the most
Yeah.
sacred thing in the world. I like that one. I have that one.
Love the interview.
Yeah, I feel like Bob Barker when I do it. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Welcome to The Price is Right.
Give me that microphone back. I get you guys back. Okay, so you guys get to share this one. Or we're splitting up. I'm ready if you guys are ready. Let me have you over here. Okay, so we've got Taylor and Miles, correct? My first question is, how do the characters justify what is right and wrong?
I mean, I think you see that a lot in their backstories, and in the writing. I think it's not so much the character justifying because in their own minds that they're doing what's right, so they don't generally have to justify it for themselves. But I guess it's for the general audience. But I think she's just carrying a lot of hurt and pain, and so when she makes certain decisions, she follows her impulses. She feels they're the right ones, as anyone does, and maybe sees the consequences later and then learns that they made the wrong decision. But in the time, I think everybody thinks they're making the right decision,
Something that Rick and I talk about all the time is that high school is the time when you're figuring out whether or not you're kind of a good or a bad person, and you're figuring out kind of what your morality is. And so it's perfect for us to explore that through these young characters, because they don't necessarily always know what the right decision is until after they've done it. So Marcus, for instance, is figuring that out, and he's not a bad person, but he does good and he does bad things, as we all do. And so for these characters, we're exploring it honestly in a way, try to polish up the teen experience. It's messy, and we're watching these characters make a mess and then figure out how they feel about it.
Also, noting, this, this show seems to pay a lot of homages to, other movies, and the soundtrack is so powerful. Like, what was the decision behind that?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely inspired by kind of classic 80s movies and teen movies, and then figuring out what is kind of the Deadly Class spin on that, and how can we take something that's a familiar setup and flip it on its head. And as far as the soundtrack, that's really like a mixtape directly from Rick Remender, who wrote the comic book and is the co-showrunner on the show. And it's just like all the songs from his childhood, all the deep cuts that you won't hear on your typical TV show or in your typical movie, and it's exposing a new generation to all this great music.
Did you want to add?
Yeah, well, my parents grew up on this stuff, so they raised me with it, right? So a lot of the music.
So you were familiar with it as well?
Yeah, a lot of the Cure and the Smiths I listened to myself in high school in my own broody years. So, but yeah, I actually have a lot of my mother's clothes from she was that you didn't even experience, which I think is so powerful.
Also, this show, is about people who kill for a living and to survive. But who do you guys think is the most evil person on the show?
Oh, I mean, I think that kind of goes. It doesn't kind of go without saying.
It's
I guess.
You.
Surprise! It's me. I mean, like, it depends, because as the farther you go in the story, the more complicated, intricate, and messy things get. And I think the harder it is for you to justify characters' actions, but you've fallen in love with these characters, So it's heartbreaking, and I think it causes a lot of confliction and contradiction even, too. So, it's like my character does things that she's not proud of, and but I think I don't know, maybe for now, season 1, maybe it's high between like fuckface and members of the cartel. I think that's pretty obvious.
Fair, that's fair.
Yeah, and I think it just comes back to what we were saying in the beginning, which is everyone does good and bad things. With someone like fuckface, he's doing these terrible things, and yes, he's evil, but also you kind of understand how he ended up there in a weird way when he gives that monologue when he's in the bathtub, and you kind of go like, okay. Yeah, you can see the pain and kind of how he was twisted and distorted into this monster. And so we don't want to like paint anyone as just like they're evil and we write them off, and we don't kind of examine who they are. We're kind of going to dig into that and figure out how he ended up there.
When Marcus was talking him sort of out of a situation, I'm not trying to give too many spoilers for those who haven't seen, but I was rooting for him. I actually felt really bad when he was betrayed, because you saw him soften.
Yeah.
For the first time, you saw him soften, and you could see that little boy that wanted a friend, and
I
so,
completely
But just
agree.
for the record, she's the most evil.
I am. It goes without saying. I am. If you get into the comics.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for speaking
Yeah,
with me.
thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We finally got an interview in. We're getting one. What?
We're only getting one more.
Oh, we're only getting one more interview? Okay. I wonder who it's going to be. Thanks.
Did you get any burning questions in?
Season 2. I know. It could be from. We're going to get Marcus and Maria? Okay. I mean, because we got one on one side, one on the other side. It could come from either side. Oh, yep, you're right. They left. We almost got them twice, but now we're not getting them at all.
A couple of minutes.
Do.
What's been your favorite part of the con?
What?
What's been your favorite part of the con?
Of the con? My favorite part is definitely this interview, 100%. It's this interview. My favorite part. Yesterday I had one interview, and then today I had this one interview. So most of the rest of my con was like walking around buying stuff, and I gotta stop buying stuff. Gotta stop spending money here. What's up?
That was actually a pretty good interview.
Oh,
I mean,
thank
how quick it
you.
was, but yet you were able to give like rapid fire stuff
Thank
and really
you.
get the
Aw,
info.
Daniel.
I was trying to figure out what people were saying and what they
so
wanted
nice.
done. So
Yeah.
many people were like, "Say hello to Maria.
You're
Say
so
hello to
nice.
Maria."
That was nice
But I was
of
like,
you.
"What else are people saying?" Let me
Yeah.
see. Still have blah, blah, blah. People are here. I'm looking for like you guys
wow,
don't
we got
have
the whole
any.
chat.
Yeah, like man, people are going crazy
I
in the
missed
chat.
it. Yeah, sorry,
And
guys, I
they're
don't get
just
to see
adding
as
on.
much.
Look at that. We got like people watching right now.
Look, Battlestar Galactica's in the chat.
Right? Oh my god, that's so scary. It's like we're changing the world. I'm on screen. I'm on the chat.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what people are saying.
Oh, get out of here.
But I think I'm
Get out
done.
of here.
I'm done.
Hi! Hold on. I need this back. Give me that back. This is... I'll make it really quick.
Okay. A minute. I'm
Okay.
Really a minute. We're gonna
I've
run
got
out
it.
of time. They'll come in and kick
Hey, how's it
Okay,
going?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so much training and so much like physical, training on our own. And then we hire a personal trainer. And then with the stunts in between takes, we would rehearse fighting sequences for the next week. So we were constantly working out to make sure it came out perfectly.
Right. My action sequences weren't as complex as theirs. I was mostly getting my ass kicked, so I learned my stunts on the day.
And for my last question...
Justify her, and also I'm biased. Like, she's my character, so I can't really judge her.
Yeah.
I think he just he kills in the name of saving his family and himself.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'm
Thank you
excited.
very much.
So excited for future season.
Yes, we are excited.
Yes,
Thank you
you.
so much.
We're gonna one. We had him left because you haven't done two, right? You done two? Right. You haven't done two. Okay. You've got a minute and like.
We got in there. We had to do that like rapid fire, but we did get some interviews. Very excited. Sorry, moving away from there. I don't want to get caught onto their audio. So this was the press line for Deadly Class. We got to speak with the characters that play Marcus and Maria and Petra, and we got to speak with the one of the producers, Miles Orion. Might be wrong on his name. But it gave us a deeper look into their characters. So far, I don't think there's been any confirmation for season 2, but we're all crossing our fingers that it will be confirmed, and it seems like it's doing well. So it's really up to you guys, the fans, to really watch this show, share it with friends, share this interview, and get the word out about the show and make sure that there's a season 2. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is that hashtag show here at WonderCon, interviewing Deadly Class.